second down. Jackson.
Oh, my God.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Right,
good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
26 Mike. Get in the weight room. Hurry.
First down, Mayfield. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we, talking to him.
Practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drills, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Check four. Hey, alert. General West. Hey, wahoo. 26 Mike. Watch out.
On second and inches, Mayfield. It's Hill, complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. Mayfield now 8 of 8 throwing the football in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
The golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one.
Get in his league, get in his division so y'all can play each other. Because we already locked in our division, right?
Coming to you. Shoot.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Pistol. Hey, exit. 450 extra money.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's make these babies regular. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Check 99. Blue draw Porker. 26 months.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I learned my lesson plan, man, for money.
He's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Go.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here,
hopefully
he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, get him,
Here's Jackson.
Get him, DK.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
We got rules and all that shit, so all that fluke shit, running the same play back to back. Nah, that shit ain't flying.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
180! 51! You're trapped! You're trapped! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Run.
On third down, Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jarrett Davis, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that?
The
defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest.
I want to start over, though.
I
want to start over and get as many people as we can.
Maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as it sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
I'm in lead, so I already got
terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Kamara. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down, Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Bandit. Check 31. Check 31. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Alert 3. 80 weapon.
Yeah. What the fuck? Hey, hold on.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield.
Let me get that though. Oh my God,
and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
What you trying to do?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
That's the way you play that. Sure. Your defense is your defense.
Throwing again.
Your defense is how you
Jackson.
play.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
I'm quite sure you already came across my brother. Man. My brother in the one champion 6-6. I don't know who he is. I'm quite sure. Who did you coach? Like Little League, Deuce?
After the sack, they'll come up now,
My
3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it on play action. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Brother, we do the bad
closing
shit
in
too.
on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Here's Hill on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Hell yeah. You're going to get a 4th loss. Yeah. We forcing it. Man, yeah, you come back to it if you want.
He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught.
All right, as long as you resume your game, you good.
To stay
incomplete. You stop this shit.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go
I just sent you the 2 leads. I'm in
and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
On the game, though.
Silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Fuck. Who that, Fox? That's Rodney. That's Rodney talk.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Come on, man. I need you to win, bro. I need these draft picks, bro.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
I need you to win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I hope you had to talk with Coach, because, yeah.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
I don't play on nothing, bro.
Check it out, Reed.
Yeah, that shit on all man, bro. I'm already shot. That's what I'm saying. Shit ain't that sweet.
On second and a couple.
Jackson,
and he lets that one incomplete there. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Check 25. Check 25. 36. 36. Watch your ship. Watch it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's a challenge for us, bro. We fucked up.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far.
We got the money, but we ain't got the players.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Hey, bro. Hey, we in week 10, bro. I done went through it, cuz. Like I say, I had Kirk Cousins, fool. And I was going through it, and I motherfucker traded that nigga.
They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is what scripting
Mo? Coughing like that, Mo?
Script coming out of the second.
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because
I got Tyree Jackson. You don't even know who that is. That nigga play XFL.
You're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He can throw like a motherfucker. That's a nigga that was in the draft on Bullish the nigga. And the nigga that motherfucking nigga had to tell him to stop throwing the ball so high.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Nigga Tyree Jackson.
Here, that's complete.
Fifth
catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional right safety
valve. Get Tyree. Give me a first round pick.
Every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
You probably keep, hey, nah. One game I was playing, Terod Taylor ran like he was motherfucking Brave Sanders, man. I was mad as fuck.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
That nigga be going crazy.
Mayfield looks to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Okay.
Good. 180. 58. Come on. Here we go, D. All day, defense. Hey, alert 33. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
You got the Redskins, right? You got the Dolphins. You got Dolphins. What's their record? So, man, I would have got a team with the lowest
Ready to
overall.
go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First down, Arizona.
Let's do it. I'm with it. I'm all for it, Mo. Let's make it happen.
This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here.
Kick that shit off, bro. Tell niggas join that shit. I'm with it.
To throw is Jackson. And this one complete to Reed. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
That shit, the line don't mean a damn thing. Playing against a computer.
Shift.
You say you know he's in shit, good.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there.
I know some niggas that'll join that joint, bro. Kick that shit off, Rodney. As long as I get my team. As long as I get the team I want.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh, Neil, kind of roll a J, dog. Chill out, Neil. I'm about to press pause, bro. Let me get some shit situated real quick. Nah, I ain't. What time? Nah, I can't wait, bro. Nah, I don't need no time. I don't need them. What I need them for? What I need them for? I ain't about to be that long, nigga. You know I don't take that long to roll no J. What's wrong with you? Huh? What's wrong with you, man? You know, roll the J in what, point, couple seconds. That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna be done before me. That's what I'm saying. Man, you already rolled your J. You ain't hit no J, Rodney. Rodney, you ain't hit no J, Rodney. Stop what you doing. Right, that's what I'm saying. You ain't hit no J. Oh, I thought, who the fuck said I'm hitting the J then? Right. Oh, that's Deuce. Man, you been hitting that J, nigga, for like 2 hours, bruh. It's the same J. Go ahead with that shit. You done put that motherfucker out. I'm about to put some gas in there. I don't know about y'all. Y'all niggas rolling up that huff ass shit. Yeah, they rolling huff. Ah. Well, nah, Rodney, we definitely gonna go at it, bro. You already know. We definitely going at it, bro. I ain't winning. I ain't gonna stop, fool. Right, babe? Yeah. Alright. Bro, I give everybody a comp. Rodney, don't give you no comp. I'm shot. I'm just saying. Hey, Rodney. Rodney. I don't give you no bump. Alright, yeah, I'm alright. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Fox. I'm waiting on you. That's what the fuck I need to learn to stop doing. Yeah, I need to learn to stop doing that shit. See, nah, niggas know what they doing. They be breaking the damn game. Alright. Niggas be some shit. Come on, I'm waiting on you. Let's go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Fox around our way.
To throw again is Jackson. Looks to throw, finds right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
But everybody else are like, nah. They like fine, everybody like fine type of.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Like I say, bro, you can always, when my league, when one of these leagues open, you can always join there.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
You always join one of these leagues.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Anyone open.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
Yeah, I told you to add you, though, Rodney.
Than ever before. Talk about kickers.
I say it's a fantasy league.
Trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
I ain't mean to do that shit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Quarterback.
Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure to love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
It ain't sweet like niggas think it is.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, watch it.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Should have struggled, dude.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Alert, 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 alert. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, High 7. 26 months.
4th down, Mayfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs trying on 4th down but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson going deep downfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He's going to launch this thing way down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's Hill, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. And a lead change late in that ball game. The Panthers out in front. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 52 yards on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
3 bucks.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You could come back at you a long way.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tim Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shane Ray. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. McCaffrey on the counter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Extra point try now for Dawson. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We about to back. So we about to go at it. We ain't ready. Broadcast that shit.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
We play to win.
Yeah,
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cards, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA.
Man. Trying to get the computer should be crazy. That's why I prefer all user to user, man. You gotta be better than my quarterback. Shit, my quarterback's 62, man. That's all. Niggas ain't hit. Yep, though. Hey, nah, I won a Super Bowl with a 6'2" overall quarterback, bro. Nigga named King. Shit, what you got for me? Send me your first round pick. Send me your first round pick. Wait a second.
Yeah, I I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I start like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhymes, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash.
8:30, dude. That's why you lost like that.
When I tackle like damager, they react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's know that they keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jet, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me shoot through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Okay, 30,000. Pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now.
Watch our game. Commercial.